there YouTube, I am here with a eyebrow pencil review. I have used many eyebrow pencils and I have pretty much decided what I do and do not like. So I am going to discuss the 4 that I have in front of me, but I also am going to do some honorable mentions at the end because I don't have them because I've used them up and I did not repurchase, but I went ahead and I'm going to talk about those too. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is a high-end eyebrow pencil, and it is from IT Cosmetics. It is the Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. Now this used to have a spoolie, but the spoolie has fallen off. This is a colored wax pencil, and it is, look, I'm going to show you this. You have to like really work in order to get the color or to get it to go onto your lids. This sucker dries up, or is so dry that it ends up pulling out a lot. There's eyebrow hair, okay? That's how disgusting this is. This sucker is really hard to work with. It is so dry. It does have a very nice color, and it's supposed to be, if you use a light hand, which there's no payoff here. If you use a light hand, you're supposed to be able to get a lighter color, and the harder you press, the darker it will be. Okay, look, I'm pressing really hard in order to get that payoff, and it's barely there. So I really had to like scrape my skin in order to get this dark of a color. This, it did come in one of the TSVs that got sent to me for review. Initially, I liked this, but that was because it was fresh. But after you open and close it a few times, it dries out and it just starts yanking the crap out of your hair. So I do not recommend this one. It would not be something I would purchase. It would not be something that I would recommend for you guys to buy. High-end doesn't necessarily mean better. So moving on from that, this is a semi-high-end. This can be found at HSN. This is the YBF, the Your Best Friend. What does she call hers? Automatic Eyebrow Pencil and Universal Taupe. This again is just like the IT Cosmetics, where it's that wax, colored wax, and the Universal Taupe. The harder, it just broke. The harder you write, the darker, and I'm writing pretty hard here. There we go. It's just breaking. It's so dry of a formula that you really have to press in order to get some payoff. Like, okay, there we go. The thing is, I don't really care for these dry waxes because they pull out my eyebrow hairs, and the older I get, the fewer eyebrow hairs that I have. This one is a step above the IT Cosmetics. It's not as drying, but it's still that same concept where it's very dry, colored wax. You have to go, you have to press harder in order to get, you know, a darker color. And I have very dark eyebrows, so I have to press pretty good unless I want like blonde eyebrows. And it's just not something I enjoy. It does have a spoolie on the other end, just like the IT Cosmetics did. And this is less expensive, and these are always in some kind of deal. So if you get it, you know, in a kit, then of course try it out, see for yourself what you think, but I wouldn't suggest you run out and buy this. YBF is really not talked about a lot here on YouTube, and they have one of the best products that I recommend to anybody to get. They have the neutralizing powder that I've hit pan in. I have 2 backups of this. I never want to be without it. I have gone through I've gone through at least 5 different yellow powders looking for the perfect yellow powder, and I have found it. So I will continue to repurchase that. I will never be without that if I can, okay? But the YBF, the Automatic Eyebrow Pencil, I do not recommend this because it's the same concept as the IT Cosmetics. The harder you push, the more color you're going to get, but for us dark-haired girls or darker complected girls, we want something that's going to, you know, show up in our eyebrows. And this is so dry that you really have to press and scratch and, you know, claw your eyebrow out, and it ends up ripping a little bit of the hairs also. The IT Cosmetics was really bad about that though. Like, I don't see any of my eyebrow hairs in this one, but I definitely have eyebrow hairs in this one. So moving on from that, and the funny thing is, the 2 that I'm going to talk about now are very affordable. So the one I'm going to talk about right now is from Colourpop, and this color I chose to get a very light color. I got Dope Taupe. It's a little bit too light for me, but I am able to have an opinion about the formula of this. This I would not repurchase. This was just too soft of an eyebrow pencil. It's a nice color for someone who might be, you know, blonder. It's a really nice color, and you don't have to press and scratch your eyebrows out in order to get the color to go on your skin. The problem with this is it's so soft. If you barely have it out, once you start using it on your brows, it's going to run out. Another bad thing about this is it does not retract. So once you know, twist it up, it's not going to go back down. Another con to this is it's such a soft formula that if you have it too high and you go and you press too hard, which is very easy to do with this, then it's going to break. And so I have broken lots of bits and pieces off of this thing. So I just don't enjoy that. Like, I just want to be able to like start working on my brows and not worry that it's going to just break. And this thing, you know, if you have it too low, you're going to run out of it really quick. So you're going to have to keep, you know, undoing it, going, undoing it, going. If you have it too high, it's going to break off. And if you don't use enough, or if you have it too high and you want to retract it, you can't. So the Colourpop eyebrow pencil, I believe, is only $6, or it may even be $5. I would not repurchase it. I like the color for the front of my brows, not for the end of my brows. The color would be good for a lot of fairer people, but the formula on this is just too soft for me. Like, where is the medium? Where is the medium here? Where am I going to get the best? Too dry, too hard, too soft. You know, I'm not saying that. I want to be Goldilocks and get it just right. And so that is the pencil that I'm going to talk about right now. I found the just right. So let's say that this is $20, $24, $22, something like that. This is ranges in that. The YBF, I think you can even get it as cheap as $9. I'm going to do my little research and put my little annotations on. Don't worry. Colourpop one is $5 to $6. I'm not quite certain if it's $5 or $6, but you would need to spend $30 in order to get free shipping. The L'Oreal, what is this called? This is the Brow Stylist Definer Ultra Fine Tip Shaping Pencil, and my color is in brunette. This here is the just right. You see how tiny of a tip that is. That is going to get some precise eyebrow looking hairs. You know, you're going to be able to just make little hairs with this sucker here. It retracts, so if you push it up too high, you can retract it and make the pencil go back, make the wax go back. This here is not super sensitive soft like that Colourpop one. I can do my eyebrows, have it pushed out pretty, you know, pretty high, not all the way. Of course you wouldn't want to do that, but I'm not going to worry that I'm going to run out, and I'm not going to worry that I am going to break it. This, I would have to say, is my top recommendation. I got this, I believe, for like $9.99 at Ulta, but then, you know, I ended up doing the buy one get one half on L'Oreal, so I ended up doing the Brow Stylist Plumper. This is for another day. I don't recommend this. It leaves your hair, or leaves your eyebrows hair kind of crunchy, so I didn't like this, but I really liked the pencil. So this I would highly recommend. Of course, you know, with the buy one get one half off, I've more than, you know, met that $15. Now you have to spend $15 in order to get $3.50 off. I more than met that, and so I was able to get, you know, even more off of this. So this would be my recommendation. It also comes with the spoolie, so you can, you know, work through your eyebrows and make them look even more groomed. You can make them look really good. I would highly recommend the L'Oreal, what are you called again? The L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And they have, you know, several different colors. I'm sure they have it for blondes, and I think they even had auburn, and then they had brunette, and that's what I got. And it's just the perfect eyebrow pencil because it's not too soft and it's not too hard. It's that Goldilocks just right. So, honorable mentions. I will talk to you real quick about Maybelline. I've used 2 of the Maybelline pencils. I did a full review on both of those. Okay, so I have used the Maybelline Define-A-Brow and the Maybelline Brow Precise Shaping Pencil. The Maybelline Define-A-Brow I liked. I liked the formula. It wasn't too hard and it wasn't too soft. The problem with it was, like, it was gone in a jiff. I mean, I used it, I don't even know, maybe a month, and the dang thing was gone. So for that reason, like, I'm just like, I mean, I want to get through products, but do I want to get through products that fast? I mean, if I'm going to spend money on eyebrow pencils, I wanted to, I don't know how to explain it. I liked it. The color may have been a little too red though. Now, the Maybelline Brow Precise Shaping Pencil, that one, I liked it for different reasons. It was like a wax, and it was soft enough that it made my eyebrows, you know, stay in place. The problem with it was the color was too light. The color, the brown color, was a little bit too light. It was more like a taupe. So that, and that one was like a plastic pencil that you had to like shave. You know, you had to, that was something about it, you know, if you had it in your makeup bag or whatever and you're on the go, you have to have a pencil sharpener in order to, you know, make it come out, because once it dulled down, then you have to, you know, sharpen it in order to get it to use it again. So those were the downfalls of the Maybelline. I don't really have a downfall of this one. This one, so far, so good. I really like it. Maybe it's a little bit more higher end, you know, because it is 10 bucks. That in itself is kind of an issue because it's a little more expensive, but then there's always coupons for L'Oreal, but it's readily available. You can find it at your drugstores, your grocery stores, your Walmarts, your whatever. You can find this really easy compared to some of those other products. So for that reason, I suggest that if you're looking for a really good brow pencil, go check out the L'Oreal one. Again, it is called the Brow Stylist Definer. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget, if you liked me, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.